Hoover. Good morning, Jer. How are you today?
Real fine, Carrie. Good morning, everyone out there. You know, it's officially fall.
Officially fall.
So we're going to see a little change in the landscape, you know, in the colors and what have you. And, of course, if you watched KCCI last night at 5 o'clock, I talked about bringing in houseplants. So important to start bringing those in for the winter months and, you know, treating them with that systemic insecticide, start acclimating them. Maybe some people have already brought them back in. But I also want to mention a special day today to my oldest grandchild, Tyler, up in Marshalltown, 16 years old today.
Oh, happy birthday, Tyler. Sweet
Yeah,
16.
Sweet 16, and happy birthday, Tyler. We love you.
All right, well, let's get to some questions.
Sure.
Marion from Melrose has a question. We have a 6 to 8 year old maple tree that appears healthy and has grown to be about 8 to 10 feet tall. My husband thinks they may be root bound because they haven't grown much this year. We put tree, shrub, food spikes around them each year, as well as lightly mulch them. Are they just growing slower, or should we be doing something differently?
Well, you know that to answer that question, that tree probably when it was planted, it could be root bound. I'm hope the wire basket was taken off or any strings around the tree. When I planted trees in my day, I made sure it came off. But I'm glad to hear that the tree doesn't have any of those nasty maple seeds that come off. I would think about this tree more. Come spring, I'd use a deep Ross root feeder. I'd use a 25% nitrogen around it, 25-10-10, in matter of fact. Treat it all the way around the tree, and let's just wait it out. But more than likely, it's a slow-growing tree. Yes, it is. But it'll come out. Don't do anything this fall. And come May 1, we're going to start a program of Ross root feeding it once a month, clear through the growing months up until about now.
All right, sounds good. Well, our next question is from Becky in Des Moines. She says, Jerry, with all the wet weather we've had this year, is there something affecting lilac bushes? We have some that look like complete sections are dead, the leaves are all brown, while others are just starting to yellow and fall off.
Well, definitely, you know, this lilac tree, lilac shrub, I've seen them sitting in a lot of water this year, and no doubt there's chunks that will appear that they're dying. There's not only that, but they're covered with powdery mildew. I would not take any of that lilac out. We're going to evaluate that in the spring. And, of course, just look for nice new fresh buds to come this fall. And I think you're going to be fine. We'll give it its food in the spring. We'll be talking a lot about lilac trees and shrubs. But that's her answer for now. Just relax.
All right, just relax. I like that. Jane from Peyton wants to know, I have a 4-year-old oak leaf mountain ash tree, and all the leaves look dead. What could be wrong with it?
Well, I tell you what, the first thing I'd look at on that mountain ash to see if there's any dark marks on the trunk. That could be canker, and that's an indication that the tree probably wouldn't be living long. But the mountain ash is a very pretty tree. It puts out the fall orange berries, but we need to look at that again, too, in spring. But don't do anything drastic right now because we're into fall and the tree's wanting to go dormant.
Okay, one last quick question. Denise from Ogden. When can I mow off my asparagus patch and begin caring for it for next year? I love that question.
Well, you betcha. I've got asparagus patch next door to me there in Ankeny, and it's about 7 feet tall. Once it starts turning a little bit dormant, if you want to, you can take it off right at the ground. And, of course, next spring, you want to take you want to take and treat it, you know, so it doesn't become grassy and weedy around the plant. And but take it off this fall. It's going to be fine.
All right. Well, thanks so much.
Sure.
If you have gardening or growing questions, he can't help you with your height. Just drop Jerry an email. Go to Hy-Vee.com and click on the Get Growing logo. He'll be back next week.